Today we're taking a look at SH Figuarts Rao and Thief from Sandland. Now this channel already took a look at the Beelzebub from the SH Figuarts line, so if you're not familiar with Sandland, watch that after this video to get a little bit more of the backstory of Sandland. But today we're taking a look at the other two main protagonists from the Sandland story, and that's this Rao and Thief. Take a look at the outside of the box to get an image of both of the figures posed next to each other. If you're unfamiliar, this is Rao, and this is Thief, and we got a little window opening to a rare SH Figuarts 2-pack. That's 2 figures for the price of 1. Gotta love it. Looks like we got a lot of cool stuff in there. Can't wait to check that out. Side of the box, you got an image of Rao there with a gun. You got an image of Rao pissed off looking at his elbow. And you got a Thief looking at his hand, just kind of perplexed. Back of the box, we got images of the figure. It looks like Rao is a pretty dynamic figure, which is good because he's the one that gets into a lot of action. More on that in a little bit. Bottom of the box, we got an image of both of the figures in a cool little pose there. Then on this side of the box, we got another image of Rao and Thief, and looks like we get some accessories for Rao. Can't wait to check this out. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and say those 2 magic words.
Oh, baby.
There we go. We got both figures out of the packaging. Looks like we get a lot of stuff in here. I think the best way to do this is take one character at a time, starting with this guy Thief right here. Now, unfortunately though, Thief is one of my favorite characters. This guy has very limited articulation. He has a swivel up here in the upper bicep, no crunch. He gets some articulation in the legs, but there's no bend in the knee or anything. Although this leg just kind of move everywhere and pop off. It's highly articulated. You can put this anywhere you want. And honestly, since he has this little cape thing, it's gonna be pretty hard to get this leg back on there. Like, it's gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna have to cut this out. I don't know what to do. Like, yeah, I can barely even get my hand in there. All right, there we go. Got that back on there. So note to the wise, don't play around with that leg too much because it's very hard to get off that peg. Like, super. You can also do a little bit of like a T pose, and he has some articulation in his head, like up and down, side to side, a little bit. That beard gets in the way. So yeah, not a great second figure. Think of like Playmates TMNT, and that's his guy. But aesthetically, he looks really cool. That's a cool face. Like all the details on his eyes give it that nice manga look, anime look. I mean, it's very animated. I don't know. You got some wrinkles on his forehead. You got a signature dude that's right there. Yeah, I mean, the figure looks really good. It's just the articulation sucks, but not to worry. You do get an extra pair of hands here if you want to bend the hands. That's kind of lazy, isn't it? Like, just make one arm and give me 2 hands. Then put some articulation in it. Why? I don't know why they did this. Anyway, let's take those arms off. They pop on fairly easily. There you go, have a bended hand with like these gripping hands on there. Yeah, these hands come off. So the hands are interchangeable, which is kind of cool, I guess, and annoying. Man, just a lot of extra work for no reason. So you can't get him in like an old grumpy man pose, waving his fist at you. Cool, I guess. But really, that's super stupid. Like, all they needed to do was articulate the arm and not give me 2 arms. That's so dumb. Because he's a cool character if you know about Thief. Thief is like Beelzebub's second-hand man. He's been around forever. He's like the old grumpy man character that doesn't want to do anything. He's kind of scared of everything. And he reluctantly goes on this journey with Beelzebub, so he's down at least. Yeah, those arms just suck. But we do get a second head, which is this head right here. A little bit more of a screaming face where he's kind of freaking out about stuff. Like I said, he gets scared a lot. That's easy interchange. I mean, everything comes off fairly simply. Like, it's not super difficult to change all this stuff out. It's just super annoying because when I do this pose, I'm gonna have to keep taking off parts and make sure I don't lose parts, and it's dumb. Good looking figure, dumb design. You get one little accessory for Thief, which is this hairspray, because like I said, homeboy likes his do right here. You get that little logo on there, it says Super Hairspray. Rao actually borrows the hairspray from Thief and throws it into the tank with the soldiers and yells out poison gas, and then all the dudes end up running out, but it's just hairspray. It's a very smart tactic, which is why Rao is a very smart character, and also the next figure we're taking a look at. So right off the bat, something I'm super happy about, elbow articulation. Look at that, elbow articulation. See how I did that right there? I didn't have to take my arm off and put on another arm just to do that. So this guy does get a lot of articulation, get almost like a Y out of the dude. Double jointed elbows, bendy knees, toe articulation, ankle rock, which is well hidden by these socks, like these old grandpa socks. That design does very well at hiding that ball joint right there, which is pretty cool. Get these trouser shorts, it does have a little bit of a swivel right here, which, you know, if we do turn that, it's gonna make that pleat not line up, which is not gonna look very good, but maybe it helps for articulation. We'll take a look in the posing, see how that works. Articulation is his head, not much at all. This articulation is more in the neck as far as for him to look up and down, because his head itself just kind of like does that much. But other than that, he's pretty articulated. Really digging the design. His sheriff's shield here is pretty shiny because, you know, Rao is a sheriff from a small town, which actually begins the whole journey because he goes out to get water for his town. He thinks there's a spring out there. That's why he gets Thief and Beelzebub in the first place. Like I said, if you want that backstory, watch that video that's up in this card or click at the link in the bottom. Don't click off this one yet. It's not done yet. Because we still gotta look at this belt. Look at this nice belt. You got this gun with, I guess, this rope attachment around his arm. So I don't think this one comes out the holster. Okay, so this holster detaches and then this gun pops out, but it has a little peg on here and there's no extra attachment for that piece at all. So weird. And then this piece doesn't come off. I mean, you do get this extra gun that he can utilize, which we'll put in his hand in just a second. But this part right here is kind of a dumb design. Like, why would you have it attach if this is just gonna hang here? And that you get this holster right here. It doesn't flap up or anything, so you can't hold anything, but it does have some articulation on it. But other than that, the detail on the belt's really nice. It's nice shiny paint on the buckle. The patchwork on the top of his jacket here is really cool. It's like a jacket, sweater, cardigan thing. It's like if Mr. Rogers went to war against all his neighbors. Details on the face of this guy are also pretty awesome. Got that nice animated look to the eyes and the eyebrows. Good news is we get a lot more accessories with Rao than we did with Thief. We get 4 pairs of hands. We get those 2 fists that came on the figure. We get 2 karate chopping hands. We get this hand for holding the gun because it has a little trigger finger on there. And then we get this hand for holding, I believe, that hairspray. Yeah, it fits in there perfectly, so you can recreate that scene where he threw that hairspray. And then we get these 2 fists with little holes in them because we got another accessory slash weapon, which are these 2 batons right here. Now on their own, they don't just slide easily into the hand. So what you do need to do is take off this little bottom peg right here, slide that into the hand. Then you're gonna replace that bottom peg. So you can have Rao with a couple of batons getting into battle, a couple different battle poses. He's a cop, gotta have a baton. We also get his awesome sheriff's hat with the goggles because it is Sandland, it's very sandy and windy. Nice detail on this hat, nice detail on the goggles. Slides on pretty easy, looks pretty good on there. I'm actually probably gonna pose him with that hat every once in a while. One thing that's not great is that there's no holster for these baton things. Maybe you can slide it in this little leaf thingy, but there's no room on his belt or anything to put it in there, so you just gotta. Good thing is though, Rao does come with 4 faces. You get the serious face that's on the figure. You get kind of an angry, stern, old man face, like he's telling you to get off his lawn. You get a grinning, angry face because he's pissed because he sees you're still not getting off of his lawn. Then you get this angry face where he's yelling at you to get off of his damn lawn or keep his wife's name at your mouth. So now that we got all 3 of these guys put together, you got all 3 of your main protagonists, I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? What would have been awesome to have is like a Santa Claus outfit, because Thief does dress up as Santa Claus when he goes and robs stuff, which is pretty smart. You can get away with a lot of stuff. But I don't know, sometimes during Christmas, Target has little like Christmas things that you might be able to get some soft goods, throw it on Thief. Once again, that would have been awesome. Biggest complaint about that Thief is his articulation, which still is just dumbest thing ever. If you guys haven't seen my Beelzebub review, you're gonna want to check out this video right here. I review the video game version and the regular SH Figuarts version of the figure, plus a little review of the video game itself. Click that video there. And if you guys like Mafex figures, you're gonna want to click this video right here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you guys next time.